In response to the question of where and how to release the club, I will substitute my answer by folding this paper airplane and throwing it towards the ball. The key point of this video, which contains methods for properly releasing the club, is as follows. The first is that the most important factor for speed is where the club is released. The second point is that many people express swinging the club as throwing it, or striking it like a whip. This expression is commonly used because the club should truly be treated as a tool. The club must not be handled as a part of the body. The third point is that the club, treated as a tool, must collide with the ball, and the struck ball must be connected to the target. These three key points will be the key to solving your concerns. We often use the expression holding the club too tightly for people who have good physical condition and accuracy rate but do not achieve distance. For the opposite type of golfer, expressions such as throws the club well, releases the club well, and places the club well are used. So, to achieve that, should we throw the club held in our hands while separating it from our grip and then release it? What does it mean to release? I would like to describe this as the feeling of flying a paper airplane. The club becomes stronger the more it is thrown from above because the space to hit the ball is limited. This is the extent of it. No more energy can be transmitted. Therefore, the size of the backswing is the only space that can generate energy. Before I take my shot, I will practice my swing like this. However, if I were to realistically describe the image of releasing the club when I actually hit the ball, it would be like this. This is it for now. There are some people asking what happens next. In fact, at this moment, the ball has already been struck by the thrown club. If you lift the club and throw it like this, the club will have already hit the ball. However, there is an important point that should not be forgotten. If you hurl with force and throw the club but do not follow through properly in your swing motion, it will either be thrown weakly or result in a mere tapping motion instead of a powerful strike. You need to release this club from its topmost point and go along smoothly with this released club. In other words, you must indeed follow through completely. This action is quite similar to launching something like a paper airplane from here. Where exactly is it aimed? It should always be aimed directly at hitting that ball precisely. If I hold on to this long golf club for an extended period of time, just to show you clearly, there might arise some misunderstanding about where exactly one should release it during playtime on course grounds. Some individuals interpret such actions as releasing around here while entering into contact with said ball via body rotation. However, the ball is here, so why should it be released in this way? I will demonstrate by holding the club short. I will do the same thing. It will look like this. Because of the structure of this club's long shaft, it may appear to your eyes as if I am acting somewhere over here, but from my perspective, I aimed 100% at the ball. You should throw the club as if you are flying an airplane. The reason is that the club must be used as a true tool. Throwing the ball over there is faster than bringing it. If you treat the club as a part of your body, you will end up holding on to it tightly. You need to release the end of the club towards that target as if you were throwing a paper airplane. Then you follow the pulling club in. If I hold the ball and throw it from here, the actual separation of the ball from my hand will happen around this point. Similarly, when throwing from the top, you should not have the image of stopping your body and placing the head. Instead, you should have the image of releasing the head from the top and following through. Golf is a game played with a target. There are two targets. One target over there and another target in front of me. If I just throw the club like this from the top, it will go to the left. If you throw it like this, it will go to the right. So how should you throw it? When you throw the club from the top and it collides with the ball should bounce out towards the target direction. You should aim to practice with this condition in mind. All of this is determined from above. It is decided. On this. From address to finish, the club does not separate from our hands, but it should be thrown like a paper airplane, or when throwing a ball. You need to start from the farthest point, because you have to fly the airplane towards a target rather than bringing it to the target. In other words, I hope you will not just place the club down as if you are grabbing an airplane, but rather extend the hang time from the very beginning. And I follow the flying airplane. Throwing arrives faster. Instead of just placing the club on the ball, I hope you try to swing from the top. The ball hit by the club head will fly far like an airplane and land at the desired point.